Now it's been about a month since I last shared about the situation between me and Professor Howard Williams, so I thought it was time to do a new update. If you're not up to date with what happened, I have this video explaining everything in detail. But a quick summary of what happened is that his false accusations of me being a neo-Nazi led to a complete loss of income for both me and my fiancé, whilst I am now 8 months pregnant, along with reputational damage that could affect my online career for a very long time. First, I want to say that I'm completely overwhelmed with the huge amount of support that I've received. There are people from all political, religious and cultural backgrounds that have shown an outpouring of support that I didn't believe was possible. I would also like to thank some of the past and current students of Chester University that have come forward to share their experiences of having Howard as a professor, and also that have helped make his university aware of his actions internally. But most of all, I want to thank you for the incredible generosity in the GoFundMe campaign. In just 3 days, we had almost entirely reached the goal, and now we've fully reached the goal, which goes towards at least some of the legal costs that have arisen, and any potential money over from that goes towards supporting our lost income. I feel truly honoured, especially by those of you that have suffered a similar situation and can feel a sense of justice through mine. I honestly do not know what we would do without this incredible support, but I'll speak more about this in a second. Something I really want to address is the nature of some of the comments under my posts about this situation. When politics and the topic of extremist views gets brought up, it attracts people with those views. This is a huge part of the reason that I didn't want to have to speak up about this situation, because I knew that it would turn my online presence into a mess of controversy, which it has. I do not stand for any of the comments under my posts that are offensive or extremist in any way. I've been actively trying to remove them when I see them appear, but with the amount of spreading that these videos has received, it's been impossible to keep up. I cannot be held accountable for the way that other people respond to this situation. By saying that the claims of me being a neo-Nazi are false, I'm obviously denying being a neo-Nazi. It is Howard's job to prove his claims, it's not my job to clean up the mess that he has made. Although I've had to do this anyway, as if I've not got better things to be doing with my time currently. I did not endorse or encourage this reaction anyway, which is evident when you watch my videos. My problems with Howard lie solely in his false claims against me and the derogatory tone. I do not agree that attacking his appearance or otherwise is necessary or fair in this situation. I do not wish for him to be stalked or harassed, and I explicitly wish that nobody does this. It does not help anyone. I know that Chester University, where Howard works, has received a lot of emails and messages from some of you, and a lot of you have sent me their response to your criticism. Some people online have been speculating that I've personally been in contact with Chester University and Howard. But I can say that I've not received any more information from Chester University than you yourselves have been receiving in your email responses from them. And I've not heard a single thing from Howard himself. He removed some of his videos about me almost immediately after I made my videos and limited his comments on TikTok. A whole month is more than enough time to come back with an apology. So I'm starting to doubt that he'll ever apologise at all. Due to the GoFundMe support, I've been able to speak to one of London's best lawyers dealing in defamation and harassment. I really wish that I could discuss what we talked about, but I'm sure you understand that that's impossible to do right now. Without this fundraiser, I would basically be helpless in this situation. And this is the case for many of you that have written to me also. The legal process is incredibly expensive, and taking legal action is usually just not risk losing everything for most people. There are so many cases of people having their lives ruined by false claims, and unless you have a lot of money and a good lawyer, it's tough luck. I've also been in contact with the British police, but they are not interested in defamation cases. Howard has essentially forced me to become a controversial figure and discuss politics, which is the exact opposite of the reason why I started making content. This is arguably worse than the loss of income. I also really want to thank my dear friend Matthew from Team Psycosmos. He has made multiple videos publicly supporting me in this situation. I have linked his video below, but basically he himself has experienced almost an exact similar situation a few years ago, in which his career has still not fully recovered from. Matthew actually helped us plan when to have our daughter according to astrology. So we are both thankful to him for many reasons. I wish I could give a more detailed update about this, however I've received very little information from Chester University, absolutely nothing from Howard, and the legal process is still in the early stages. To be honest, I'm tired of thinking and talking about this situation and talking about Howard, and I would love to move on and focus on my regular content and my daughter. It is of course nowhere near resolved, and I'll keep you all updated through my Instagram stories and also probably through the donor section of GoFundMe. But otherwise, I think this will be my last video about this situation unless something big changes. Thank you all endlessly for your support once again. The GoFundMe has reached its goal, but I've decided to keep it open as I was advised that the legal costs could well exceed what we've fundraised so far, unfortunately. I really wish you all a lovely day or evening.